this song. All right. We've talked enough about President Obama, thank goodness. So now I want to turn our focus to the 2012 GOP contenders. Excuse me. Some new Washington Post polls show where each of them stand. When asked which candidate you would support today, Rick Perry leads with 30%, followed by Mitt Romney at 25%. And in third, Greg's favorite, Ron Paul, with 10%. And amongst the top two Tea Party favorites, the tide has turned. Perry is now up by 21 points over Michelle Bachmann, and that's a big shift since July when he was down 9 points. I can only imagine Bachmann's campaign is in panic mode right now. There's one other number I'd like to show my brother Eric here, if I could, which is this poll is among Republicans and independent-leaning Republicans. That's all. They support the Tea Party. How many of them? 47%. How many oppose it? 45%. I make my point.
What is your point?
My point is, even among, if you took independents,
1 in 2 Republicans support the Tea Party.
Yeah, and about 1 in 50
by the way,
Democrats.
Guess what happens when there is a general election? That number will go to like 80% support.
No, because then you get independents and Democrats in, my friend, and they can't stand the Tea Party.
I mean, the bottom line is
still
right
win.
Now you're playing this game between
because you get the Democrats and the independents.
What difference is that going to make?
Let's get on to these polling numbers for a second, because I think they are important. There also was a number, I don't think we ran it up there, who was a better position to defeat Obama in the general election, and that was Perry more than Mitt.
By a hair, right?
By a hair, but still, I'm a little... Oh, here we got it. Yeah, Rick Perry over President Obama, 47-46. And Mitty is what? We don't have Mitty, or do we have Mitty?
Yeah, we do.
Mitty is 49 and President Obama 45. All right, so I guess they were about even, but I'm surprised
it's
because...
within the statistical margin of error.
It is. That's very good that you got that.
Thank you.
That's good. It seems to me that, first of all, I'm not surprised that anybody would be leading the president of these poll numbers right now, but the fact is that Perry is very far over to the right as compared to Romney. Romney is somebody who really is an old moderate Republican trying to fit into a more conservative party. They may very well nominate Perry, which means that they're going to have themselves so positioned to the right, they're going to have a long way to go to get back to the middle, which is where you win presidential races.
Well, the rights don't lose, though. Reagan didn't lose.
Oh, no, but he became more of a moderate. I mean, that's all. You look at the only people who didn't was Barry Goldwater, who stayed right there. He said, remember that he said that extremism in defense of liberty is not a vice?
Keep
no one
selling
remembers
Rick
a
Perry
moderate.
short. Go ahead, keep selling him short.
Well,
now, when he's up against Obama and he's nailing him going into the election, all of a sudden you're going to say, well, maybe we were wrong. I guess the Tea Party does matter.
I'm not going to say I was wrong because I won't be wrong.
People don't rally behind a moderate.
I sense a wager coming on.
Tonight is really the first time that Governor Perry has had a chance to debate, to answer some serious questions at the Reagan Library tonight. And I was curious, Bob, what you thought. Do you think that Governor Romney will try to continue to stay up above the fray and let Ron Paul and Michelle Bachmann go after Perry?
Well, I would think that if he were ahead in the polls, I would say yes. But right now, for Perry, first of all, Perry's had a history on debates. The last two he had in his race for the governorship, he only did Republican primaries. He didn't do one against the Democrat in the fall. In one, he was terrible, and the other one, he was great. So it depends on which Perry shows up at this one. He's very short-tempered. And my guess is that Michelle Bachmann and Ron Paul would probably be better getting under his skin than Mitt Romney, because Mitt Romney, I don't think, knows how to get under anybody's skin. I don't think he knows how to get under his own skin. I'm not so sure that that's not a bad point. I think that may be, but I'll tell you, they cannot let Perry come out of this unscathed. They simply can't.
Well, and there are other people that are participating in this debate. We have John Huntsman, Newt Gingrich, Herman Cain, and Rick Santorum. If I'm leaving anybody out, I apologize.
Yeah, but
I know that a lot of people think that it's kind of over, but look, I mean, at this point in the race in 2008, John McCain was way down.
Anything
like,
can happen.
4.
Yeah, that's right. But also, listen, let's keep in mind here, too, that Perry's got one big advantage. There's an announcement of a super PAC for Perry. $55 million to get the Republican nomination. This is not the general election now. This is to get the nomination. That is a boatload of money.
I think there are two waiting in line, too. I read there are two other super PACs who are just waiting to see how it plays out. But if he continues... By the way, that's a great point that he hasn't... This is going to be our first chance to really watch him.
Not been tested
but
yet.
Boy, is he calm and cool under pressure. I know it sounds like I'm on this Perry bandwagon, but...
Sounds like
he's
you're
got to make
Sounds
sure
like you're on the Perry
He's got to make sure
bandwagon.
he
You're
doesn't
riding
show-
the horse. You're leading the field. You're feeding all the animals.
straddling him. He's
And
like,
guess who's riding the donkey on the other side of the fence?
Oh,
over there?
Yeah,
no,
right.
you didn't. Did you say that to
Yes, I
poor
did.
Bob?
I'm sorry. What did the producer just say?
Greg
1
had
minute.
a-
Okay, fine. Listen.
But that's
so-
significant, Bob, isn't it?
It
The
is
fact that he's going to have that super PAC money,
yeah.
that there are other groups lying in the wait to try and get on board
and,
with
you
him?
know, let's keep in mind also that super PACs are not allowed to coordinate with a campaign, right? They have to
Right.
defend it. It's like Karl
Independent.
Rove and his Crossroads deal that he does. $55 million, I can tell you, having raised that much money in a presidential race is a hard slog. My guess is they can unlimited contributions to this. So my guess is they probably got some millionaires who are throwing some money in there.
Millionaires and billionaires.
Millionaires and billions of people.
Which, if
with
I were a
the,
millionaire or a billionaire, I would
no
support
liberal
Perry
billionaires.
too. Because Perry, I'll tell you, Perry has never met a tax cut for millionaires he hasn't liked.
Or
All right.
job creation that he hasn't done.
We're supposed to take this to a break now, and there was something
my
for me to read
gosh.
up there, but I don't have it. So
And look at your
I'll
stuff. It's
just
very
we'll see you. We'll be
handsome.
back here in a few. Oh yeah, coming up, more of the 5 next. Oh, I could have said that. If you just told me that.